Here we have a monkey puzzle tree that I was given, I believe, as a Christmas present about 15 years ago. And it was probably in a 1 to 2 litre pot at the time. It was much smaller, probably half the height and definitely more than half the width of this plant. And it's been in the ground for 10 years now. It's starting to look quite cool, and it has grown most of this height in the last year. So it's put on a good chunk of growth. What will happen this year is this will start to send out side shoots or develop side shoots. They'll sort of bud up to send them out next year. So it's having a kind of a rest this year. Then next year it will send out some side shoots. Then the following year it will start going up again. So it's kind of a 3-stage growth to this plant. That's what I find anyway. Now down here at the side of the house, in the nursery section, I've got some monkey puzzle trees, which are much younger. However, they are still, I want to say, 15 years old. I'll just take one out of here, somewhere where I've got some space. But I grew this from seed. Okay. So that's a 15-year-old monkey puzzle tree grown from seed here in the northwest of England. It's had no special care. I'm just going to put it next to the more mature one, which I bought at about the same time. But as I say, it was, well, actually, when I bought this big one now, it was probably about this size, to be honest. So 10 years of growth has produced that effectively. Now these do get faster as they get older, up to a point. And my large one, or largish one, is starting to reach the size where it will motor. But this video isn't about my monkey puzzle trees. It's about how to grow monkey puzzles from seed. So near to where I work is a very mature monkey puzzle tree, and this has huge cones full of seeds on it. And every time I walk by, I just have a little look and just see if it looks like it's about to fall. I don't know what that looks like in particularly, but I did notice recently that one of the seed cones had gone. Now you can cut them off, but it's probably 20-30 foot in the air, so I doubt that someone did cut it off. And I crossed the road and had a good look on the ground, and instantly saw some seeds. So these are what monkey puzzle tree seeds look like, and these were just on the ground like that. Not quite, went all together like that, but they were just on the grass and on the pavement in someone's front garden, or just outside someone's front garden on the pavement. No trespassing was involved in the gaining of these seeds. And there was actually loads, and I got very excited because I was, seemingly, I don't know, maybe 100 of them. And I picked up one of these first, and it you can see there it's thick. It's wide and also thick, which is what it should be like. And then I picked up a few more, and they're much flatter, sort of like the end is there. They were very flat. So they weren't viable seeds. So I left all those. I picked up the 3 that weren't, on the private land, and stuck them in my pocket. So to germinate monkey puzzle seeds, it's quite easy as long as the seeds are viable and fresh. I've filled a pot with some potting mix. It's quite a light mix. There's some perlite in there, a bit of sharp sand, and normal compost. I've got my 3 seeds here. I'm going to put them in all in one pot, and it's important to ensure you're putting the bottom end, which is here, into the soil, and the top end sticks out. And this is how they germinate in nature, where they land in the soil like that. Okay. Now, not a lot of them do land like that, unfortunately, which is probably why there's so many seeds in a seed pod. You probably get, 100 to 200 seeds in a seed pod or seed cone, and a few will land like that. Pop them in about halfway or so, and that is it. It's not very complicated. Now, what I'm going to do is you could probably leave these outside, but we have had rats here before, and we have definitely still got squirrels, and I'm just a little bit worried about them getting these and disturbing them. So I'm going to put them in the greenhouse, not for any additional warmth, but just need to find a place for them, which is easier said than done at this time of year in the greenhouse, just so they're safe really from rodents. I'm also going to give them a quick bit of water just to let this soil settle. You can see it's very rough in there at the moment. That's deliberate, so that I could easily push in the seeds. And now I'll give them a quick water so that the soil settles around them. I shall show you what I mean, if I can. So I don't want to give them too much water. I just want to bed them in nicely, like that. And oh, I'll have to re-push that one back in. Sometimes theory is great, doesn't always work in practice, does it? So pop this one back in. It's still quite light, which is good. There's some old seeds here, possibly Trachycarpus. I think they actually germinated then died by looking at that one. So they're ready now to sit in the greenhouse, certainly until it starts to get really hot in here. I do keep my greenhouse quite hot, so don't really want this going above 30 degrees, this pot. So I'll keep it in until about April, May, and then I'll probably put it outside to hopefully see some germinations in the summer. Monkey puzzle trees are completely hardy in the UK. I've seen them grown in Scotland, northern Scotland, no problem at all. They look a bit sort of wild and unusual at this size, and as they grow older, they somehow have a more symmetrical look to them. And I think they suit many types of garden, and they definitely do fit in with my exotic style of garden, I believe. So next time you pass a monkey puzzle tree, a mature one, particularly between autumn and winter, have a look, see if there's any seeds on the floor, and you too could be growing your own monkey puzzle trees. All you need is a lot of patience. Thank you very much for watching, if indeed you still are.